Welcome back to another edition of the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. What an ugly, ugly week for us
Oof.
both.
Yeah, dog. Just putrid football. I mean, ugh,
Understatement.
ugh.
That is an understatement.
Yeah,
Mm.
dog. It's the roller coaster, the Cowboys roller coaster, up and down, up, down, up, down. I don't know what I'm see from them from week to week. I just
Well, the Saints roller coaster is just going down. I mean, I don't know. And so the news is out. Tyler Shuck will start against the Rams.
Mm.
Um, and all I have to say is finally. I mean, my God.
I know how long did it take for that to finally go down? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. Rattler
uh,
was one of 13. I I posted somewhere that the incompetence of this needs to be studied. How,
mhm.
how, how would you allow a quarterback to go that long with losing? He was 0-6 last season. He was 1-7 this season. And they
Mhm.
continue to play him. And it's like, oh my God, how many excuses you going to make up for this guy? We're averaging 13 points a game. We're going to
Right.
this game against the Bucs. We lose 23-3, and Baker Mayfield threw for 152 yards. The top rusher had 42 yards rushing.
Right.
It's crazy. And okay, I said 23-3, right? Seven of those points came on a 3-yard interception where Spencer tried to throw it over a 6'7" defensive end. He tipped it up to himself, caught it, and then he body slammed Spencer out of the way for the 3-yard touchdown. It was embarrassing. And
Wow.
I
I
had
didn't even see the pick six. I missed
you didn't
that
see the
part.
pick six? Oh my
Nope.
God.
I missed
Oh,
it.
I was sitting in row 100
Oh, you
of
was at the game.
I was at the game. I was
Oh
sitting
shit.
there. I was sitting there watching it as it
Ouch.
happened. And I'm like, oh my God, don't throw that. Just run. I saw it as it happened. Of course, my wife's a Bucs fan. She jumps up cheering because it was the
Mm,
first touchdown of the game. It was 0-0 first half, first quarter. And then this play happens at the beginning because they were at the 1-yard line trying to
hmm.
score. Our defense made a stand, prevented them from scoring. And
Yep.
I was looking at her. I was like, "Oh my God!" The only problem is now our stinky offense has to go out there from the 1 or 3 yard line. Had to be from the 3 yard line
Hmm.
to do this. And I was like, "This is not going to end well." Sure
Right.
enough, interception return for touchdown.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't watch like every minute of this game. Is obviously, like I said, some parts I didn't see. I didn't see that pick six, but from what I did see, it's like this. It don't seem like it's improving. It don't seem like he's getting better. Like there's no
Right.
progress.
Right.
To the next level.
Right.
You know, and I can't even say it's really execution because I don't see people open either. I don't see people wide open. Maybe you see people at the game. Maybe at the game you can see more people open. But it's not like I see people wide open. He just missing them neither. So,
Well, yes, he has missed them.
oh
Um,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's been receivers that he missed, like in the end zone. I can count the ones in the end zone. I know he
Hmm.
missed Chris Olave twice. It was a game against the 49ers where we had a chance to take the lead. Olave
Hmm.
did a double move on the defender. The defender fell. Olave was wide open in the end zone, and he
Hmm.
short armed it for whatever reason. And
Wow.
if the receiver, I mean, he could have made the catch, but it would have been a spectacular catch. He would have to contort his body, turn around, fall to the ground, catch it. It would have been an amazing catch. In fact, he
Hmm.
did it again against the Buffalo Bills, where Brandon Cooks was wide open in the end zone. And whatever reason, Cooks was going to the right. He threw it behind him. It was thought to be a touchdown, but you can see he kind of caught it from the ground. So
Wow.
I don't know.
So what, did Chris Olave actually short armed it?
No,
Short armed the pass?
no. Uh, Spencer Rattler short armed the pass. Like Olave was heading in one direction and he
Okay.
threw it behind him, meaning he short
Okay.
armed the pass. And so
Mm.
Olave had to try to turn back to catch the ball. So these are wide open receivers. He's done this 3 times in games
Mm.
that we had chances of winning. Done this 3 times. Now, granted, that I'll be honest, have been some drop balls. Oh my God. The
Okay.
receivers have dropped a lot of balls, especially Jawan Johnson. I mean, it
Yeah.
is horrible to see a grown man drop passes consistently.
Really.
Yes. Oh my God. Uh, and then once again, this needs to be studied. How does he keep his job? How does he continue to run out there on the field and continue to do this? You watch a grown man every week, week after week, drop passes. And it's like, when does he come out of the game? Why is he out there? I've never
Right.
seen this before in my life. This needs to be studied. I don't know what's going on. Like, he's the only tight end on the team.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it was tight end day, for Sunday. It was National Tight End Day. So
You are correct.
there was some extra emphasis on the tight ends this weekend.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what it was about. Because, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'll be honest with you. If I was the quarterback and I would see him wide open, I would ignore him because I know he's going to
Mhm.
drop it. Nope.
Wow.
Jawan Johnson? Nope. Second read. Here you go.
Yep. Made sure he was
But
taking the ball.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, at least in our case, because our defense has been getting dumped on because they've been blamed for the losses. And I'm like, no, I think the defense has been playing well, but like any defense, I can hold up for only so long. You know,
Yeah.
this is not the Ravens defense where we're carrying Tony Banks. You know what I mean? We can't do that. I mean, but in your
Right.
case, your defense stinks. Your defense is holding you back.
Yes, it's extra bad. It's extra bad. There's a couple of teams like the Ravens that's just slightly stinkier, but it's really really bad, man. It's really bad. We getting gouged just randomly by any old running back. It wasn't even Dobbins, even though Dobbins did kill us. I mean, that dude RJ Hampton, I think his name is RJ Hampton. Man, running all over, running
Mhm.
all over. And then when that wasn't enough, yeah, they start passing on us. People wide open, running through the back of the defense. Uh, now we were out some DBs like Donovan Mitchell didn't play, but he's not good at coverage anyway. Diggs didn't play, but he's been terrible in coverage anyway. If we're not going to make no trades and bring none in, we're doomed to just have a bad defense and multiple shootouts. It's going
So
to be a shoot.
so why would you trade players when the problem is actually the scheme and the defensive coordinator?
Well, no, it ain't just the scheme. It ain't just the scheme because we showed that some games we can lock it up a little bit. I mean, there was a couple teams that didn't go crazy on us.
Mm.
You know, a couple of them. But I don't think we have the personnel. Like I'm seeing personnel issues, like actual personnel issues. Like when they get blocked, like particularly in this Denver game. I mean, I don't know if the altitude's messing with them or what, but I would see particularly my linebackers. We don't have any linebackers. We wait for this guy Overshown to come back. Keep saying he's gonna come back, but we never see him. It's halfway through the season now. They keep saying, "Oh, he get better. He better." He's off of the pup list. Like, what I'm saying? He's not off of IR now. Now okay, well, now he just got to get back in playing shape. Well, it's been 2 weeks now. What are we doing?
Mm.
We need all the help we can get. And I get not bringing him back too early because I just gonna put him out again. But I'm watching the replays and watching what's happening. Our linebackers are getting creamed. They're just getting creamed. Like the guy, the lineman will go to the next level, block the lineman, and block the linebacker, and he's laying on the ground. He's flat on the ground. No get up, no shed. He don't shed the block. He just laying on the ground. And
Mm.
I'm like, okay, well, who is that guy? And then they tell me who it is. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know who that is. Why don't we get
Mm.
some talent out here? The linebackers are bad. The safeties are absolutely terrible. Our safeties don't know how to read. Like with safety play, you got to anticipate. You got to know where the ball be. You got to see how the route is being ran and and kind of know what they're trying to do, so you can be in the right spot, the right position. Our safeties don't have no clue. They don't have any clue. And Eberflus knows that these players, these particular set of players, cannot run zone defense. All right.
Mm.
I know you just
Right.
can't
But that's my point.
exclusively run, you can't exclusively run man, but we are terrible at running zone. They're
Right.
still trying to play zone like it's man out there. In the zone, you don't need one guy to mess it up. And
Hmm.
that's the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got one guy who's supposed to be playing deep zone, but what he do? He comes up because he saw the tight end coming across the middle.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, let him catch it. He's up there. You're playing back here. If he catches it up there, you're playing back here. Guess what? That's the scheme.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right. That's
saying?
what I'm saying. Like I told you before, y'all, I've never seen y'all play this much zone defense.
Me neither. Me neither. And I don't get it because Eberflus wants to keep blending it in. He wants to keep going back to it. We had that one game we played a good defense. We ran 47% zone.
Hmm.
Okay. All the other games, we were above 50% zone. And his excuse is personnel, missing people, blah, blah, blah. Look, they're NFL players. If they're getting torched, let them get torched and then adjust accordingly.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
But you just being in zone, you're not adjusting. That's the real problem. Once we start getting torched, we don't adjust and stop it. We don't
Right.
slow it down. It keeps happening over and over and over again. And I'm not going to just keep hoping we play Washington and I forgot that one other team we kind of slowed down out of seven. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's just it's ridiculous. You can't continue to go on like this. You got to get rid of Eberflus. I don't care. Anybody's better than him right now.
That's what
Just
I'm
get
saying.
anybody.
You
Bring
guys
the
gave
fuck
up
Zimmer.
27 points at halftime.
Yeah, Zimmer got to be out there somewhere. Go get Zimmer. Bring Zimmer back. I rather have Zimmer. You know.
Yeah.
Um, but like, what can I say, man? Till we finally do something with those picks, I was really, really hoping and praying that we was gonna start that by getting Max Crosby because that was a big rumor bill going on this week about us trading some of them picks for Max Crosby, and that never came about. So I don't know what we're gonna do. It looked like we was doing good in free agency, bringing people in, you know, but we just don't. You got to have something behind that line. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something behind the line. Diggs hurting himself at home, getting a concussion at home. I just don't understand what's going on with this thing. It just
Yeah.
shames, right?
Yeah. Well, speaking of trades, yeah, I'm hearing that a lot of teams are calling the Saints, asking about the availability of Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed.
Mm,
Um, I think there's a couple of other players, maybe um, God dog it, I'm forgetting my linebacker's name, number 20, Warren, uh, Pete, Pete
mm,
Warren. Yeah.
okay.
So all of these guys are being considered as I think it's going to be a fire sale. We're going to start losing some players, especially some high paid players. Maybe not Alvin Kamara, maybe not Demario Davis because of their age and salaries. They may not leave. And I think they want to be in New Orleans. Um, I don't know why. I mean, it is fun. It's a fun city, but don't forget when you losing, it gets ugly and it
Yeah.
gets ugly fast. And they've never experienced that. Alvin Kamara's never experienced that in New Orleans because as long as he's been there, we've been winning. We can be very friendly when we're winning. But boy, when we start losing, and there's still hope. Like I was at the game, that stadium was packed. And it was Saints fans all dressed up, ready to celebrate. They were ready to, we did our part. We cheered
Hmm.
on the team. And they
Right.
stunk it up so bad, people started leaving in the third quarter. And I had never seen that against the Bucs. I'd have been to many Saints Bucs games, and I waved the Bucs fans by.
Yeah, that's interdivisional too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, yes. And Bucs
People
fans don't
can-
really travel, so it's not like they were in there taking up those seats.
Right.
So yeah, it was just, and I think fans are getting sick of it, and yeah, it was embarrassing. But yeah, we got some Saints players. I think there's going to be a fire sale. I think we're going to lose Shaheed because he's probably up for a new contract, and I don't think they're going to give it to him. Also, Chris Olave is up for a new contract. He's going to get
Mm,
paid like a number one, and the Saints, for whatever reason, don't believe he's a number one no longer. And I've told people, I think he is a number one. He just doesn't have a number one quarterback throwing him the ball.
yeah,
If you got backups throwing you the ball, you're not going to look good.
that's right.
Here's an example. Derek Carr was his quarterback last season. He looked pretty good with Derek Carr. Now,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Derek Carr, but I know he's light years better than the quarterbacks we have now. I always told you Derek Carr is an average quarterback. He can get you 9, 8 wins.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
yeah,
he's just not gonna take it to the next level.
not gonna take it to the. He's not that good. He's not
Right.
that good, but he's
Mm,
good enough to get you 8, 9 wins to make you give you some hope that you might do something.
right.
His days are behind him, but yeah, Saints will go down to the Bucs 23-3. Cowboys lose to the Broncos 44-24. Not a
Mm,
good
mm.
week. And with that said, LSU also fired their coach Brian Kelly after a horrible loss to Texas A&M.
Yeah. Brian Kelly up out of there. Mm.
But he's $50 million richer.
Yeah. They still owe them a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Still owe them a lot of money. What can I say? I mean, you can't lose that game.
No,
That they'll excuse Alabama. You know, they might excuse Ohio State, but they're not going to excuse Texas A&M.
I was surprised they excused the loss to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, really though.
I
Really. I
was
mean,
like,
they're supposed to be the bottom of the SEC,
he's,
but
their only
they're
job.
not that no more. They're not that no more.
They're not that no more, but their only job in the SEC is to help boost up the academics. They're
Right.
an academic school. That's the purpose of being in the SEC. They're our Harvard or they're our Stanford of our
Yep.
division,
Yep.
and they're messing.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're messing things up. They're supposed to be the mat, the 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 foot map,
Yeah, the doormat. Yeah, the
the
doormat
doormat. Yeah,
of the conference.
of the
You know,
conference.
hey, but they got Pavia, man. Pavia is he's for real.
Good
That dude,
quarterback.
the quarterback, he's for real,
Yeah.
dog. Look out for him in the draft. He's going somewhere. And I
I
keep
don't
trying to
know.
tell people he's right. His stock is rising every week.
You
He's
think
right
so?
every week. I mean, look at it. He turned that franchise around. We just
Yeah,
talked about it being a doormat. Now they serious contenders.
but he lacks size. So I think the
Yeah,
size.
he
I mean,
does.
he might not be a first round pick,
Right.
but
Maybe he won't because of his size right now. That's what he's looking. But I mean, he keep pulling games out his ass like this. I don't know. He might, he gonna get on the radar somehow, man.
right, right. No,
You
I,
know,
I I can
usually
go along with that.
you usually don't see the smaller quarterbacks raise up. You know what I'm saying? Raise
Right,
up the ladder like that. Usually when there's somebody raising up the ladder and you don't know who it is, like some no-name guy, he's a big guy. He's 6'5", 6'4", 220 pounds, something like that. That's how the name usually happens. Except for Mitch Trubisky. He's not that big. But I think this dude Pavia is for real. Watching him play, he's just like a playmaker, man. He's a real
yeah,
player.
yeah. I can go along with that. I can go along with that. Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Holla.